Get out of my way. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, bruising runner Leonard Fournette, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Mississippi State man, now in his 4th season in the National Football League, Dak Prescott.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Sanders. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Titans under 2nd-year head coach Mike Vrabel. They are led out by the final quarterback selected in the 2019 draft, the former Nittany Lion. It's Trace McSorley.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And we roll now on the offensive starters and Chance Warmack.
Absolutely massive man, but he has agility. He can move as well. But his forte is power. If you try to bull rush him, it's going to be a long day for the defender.
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Get it.
On 2nd down, Love. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Dez Bryant. Incomplete.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Leonard Fournette. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
DJ Reader brought him down.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Prescott's pass intended for Des Bryant.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A punt of 46, a return of 5, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
50, play.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Get in the right room. Get
First
in the right
down,
room.
Tennessee.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Meredith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 77 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First down, Titans.
On 1st down, here's Love. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Michael Bennett brought it down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
I know he ain't got
On 2nd and 7, McSorley. He's going to let it go deep. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Touchdown, Tennessee. Chandler Catanzaro lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
He's brought down by Khalil Adad. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10.
Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line.
Switch up, switch up.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Mike.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run with Love. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
60 out now.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
All day, baby, all day.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On the draw, this is Love. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, McSorley out to his left. He may try and run for this.
Holding offense.
That's on Lyle Collins. Free agent signee who was originally thought of as a 1st-round draft pick. Now McSorley. They'll set up the screen to Smith. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Right there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. It's caught by Bryant. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Here we go, get off the field.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Prescott now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this 1st half, but he's got a 1st down here. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. The Sanders has got it complete.
Easy work.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
3rd and 8.
Throwing. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Prescott's pass. Incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. They begin with a run by Fournette. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Fournette, a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. 2 minutes to play in his first half, 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 7-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley, he'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. McSorley, 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24.
That's it, baby.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get inside. Let's go.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Prescott now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Ready? Go.
On 2nd down now. It's Love. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Mike 51.
McSorley from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Love. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
51 the mic, boy. 51. In your face.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
On the set.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Titans.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And this one's incomplete.
The first down pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the carry, it's Love. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And on the tackle, it's a gain of a yard. It's 3rd down.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Love. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's Love again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try the left side here with Love. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Makes the score Titans.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. His throw incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10. 39-yard line.
No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down.
Complete to Dez Bryant. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 39-yard line.
Now Fournette. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding.
Let's get the call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. That's on Juwan Taylor, second-round pick from Florida. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
60 Pittsburgh.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Throwing is McSorley. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. On first down, Love. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Change you stuff.
First down,
Hey, pick your game up.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Love on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Ito Smith. And some room to maneuver. 38 yards on the scamper there. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going to give it to Love. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Love. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there, 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Blake Jarwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Parkey with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At the 20-yard line.
Ready?
2nd and 5 now. McSorley, and he rifles one incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's McSorley to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Prescott to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. Here's Prescott. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Damian Harris, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Completes this one to Meredith. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, it's Love. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.